Hi there. We're going to continue with some work with the shoulders today, and we're going to use some blocks to start out with the first one. And this will be a shoulder opener, a little bit of a chest opener, and I want to caution you to not move too deep, right? So we're using the blocks. You can just use the floor and work with your elbows on the floor. You want to make sure to keep your hips over your knees, and once your elbows are up, you'll see I'm going to bring my palms to touch, and with an exhale, I'm going to relax my chest down towards the floor, not forcing or pushing, just a nice, easy space to relax. So we'll get started on hands and knees. And again, making sure that my hips are over my knees, and bringing my elbows to my blocks, bring my palms to touch. And I may need to walk my knees a little further out so that I can feel like I'm getting enough of an opening. And with an exhale, gently relaxing my chest down towards the floor. And making sure you're taking full, deep breaths. If you don't have blocks for this, you can use books stacked up together. You can also work with the blocks on the lower, flatter edge if you'd like to. And one more breath. And then slowly lifting up. Bring your palms down to the floor. We'll take these blocks off to the top of our mat, and working a little bit deeper now, we're going to take that right arm and bring it through palm facing up. Relax your shoulder down towards the floor. Now you have the option to bring the left fingertips to the floor and line your left elbow up with your left shoulder. You can also take that left arm long in front of you. And it's just, again, a nice, easy space to relax. No force or pressure. And then inhale, lifting up. And working with the opposite side, same thing. Left palm rotating to face up, relax the shoulder down. And again, you can line up the elbow in the shoulder, or you can take the arm long. And hold for 4 or 5 breaths. And then slowly coming up. The next thing we'll do is I'm going to just move here to a seated space from the side. You can sit in simple cross-legged pose, whatever space feels comfortable for you. And just work with opening the front of the shoulders a little bit here. So bringing the arms back and either clasping your forearms or your elbows. And thinking about the inhale, letting the spine lift nice and tall, the heart center lift, and as you exhale, roll the shoulders down and back to open up through the front of the chest. So think about smiling across your collarbones, nice and wide. And again, 4 or 5 breaths here. You can stay here a little longer if that feels good to you. And release. And this is a great series to do after you use the balls to roll out your neck and shoulders, warming up all of those spaces, working out any of the kinks or any of the tight spots, and then come in and work a little deeper here. Now, one other thing I'm going to show you is a little bit deeper space to work with. It's one that you need to take care with your neck and make sure that you're supporting it, especially if you have any neck or shoulder issues. So we'll be working with the blocks again. One block will be in this direction, supporting your head. This block for this particular one I'm going to show you is working lengthwise. So this upper part here I want to make sure is below my neck so I have room for the head to release back. This is a big front of the body opener. So I want you to make sure that you're taking those full deep breaths and allowing the body to relax. There may be you may feel a lot of sensation here, especially if you're traditionally tight through the neck and shoulder area. You may feel a lot of sensation, so make sure you're not holding your breath. Those full deep breaths are really imperative to you being able to release that space. So I'm going to turn around here and sit down and find the space to be able to lay back. Find where that block is. I'm going to probably have to adjust this other one once I get set to where I want to be. Now, you have the option here to have the knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor, or to take the legs long. So it's whatever works best for you. And I would suggest that you take your arms open to the side to be able to relax all the way across the front of the chest, into the front of the shoulder. And you can let your eyes close and just relax here. You can be here as long as feels comfortable, but stay for at least 4 or 5 breaths. And when you're ready to come up, bring your hands behind your head, supporting your head and using your hands to lift your head and not your neck. And then you can bend your knees and slowly come up. Now, the other space to work with this, if you find that that's too much of an opening, it's too much for the shoulders and the back to be, and the front of the body to be that open, you can work in a different space by taking your block this way. You're going to want to lower this one as well for the head. And again, laying back here, you're going to find that this goes all the way across the scapula, the shoulder blades, and head supported. And again, legs can be long or knees can be bent. Either one works. This is still a nice big open space without being quite as extreme of an opener for the front of the body. And again, you can use books for this, although yoga blocks are much softer, and you can find blocks pretty much anywhere that will support you for this sort of a pose and relaxation for the body. Really great to do if you spent too much time at your desk. Gives you a lot of space for the shoulders, the pectoralis across the front of the chest to release. And just give yourself a chance. You can lay here with the eyes closed. And again, taking those full deep breaths. And when you're ready to come up, bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. And again, you can either bring your hands behind your head and lift your head and then come up, or you can roll over onto one side and press yourself up. So that is a great shoulder series to do, again, after working with the balls first. Or if you don't have the balls, you can just do this shoulder series to open up. And it really will help you just to keep all of that space open, both front and back side of the shoulders. And that would be your titanium tidbit for today.